Good afternoon. The palace says President Bongbong Marcos is showing steady recovery from diverticulitis but may still be absent from the public eye at times. In a message to reporters on Wednesday, January 28, Presidential Communications Office Acting Secretary Dave Gomez says Marcos's medical team notes the president's steady progress as he recovers. While the president will continue to focus on critical duties, Gomez says the executive secretary and other cabinet members may represent Marcos at some engagements. On January 21, Marcos spent the night at the hospital after experiencing discomfort due to diverticulitis. Diverticulitis is an inflammation of the small pockets in the colon. Since then, Marcos has held only private meetings at Malacanang Palace and has been represented by other officials at public activities he was originally scheduled to attend. Earlier Wednesday, the president was supposed to attend the Parangal sa Mga Lingkod Bayani ceremony, but Executive Secretary Ralph Recto represented him instead. The president previously dismissed rumors of his death as highly exaggerated and told those eager to see him removed from office not to get too excited. He also reassured the public that there was no cause for concern regarding his health. Two Filipino lawyers will represent drug war victims when former President Rodrigo Duterte faces the International Criminal Court for the confirmation hearing of his murder charges. In a decision dated January 26, the pretrial Chamber 1 directs the ICC registry to designate human rights lawyers Joel Butuyan and Gilbert Andres as common legal representatives for all the victims recognized to participate in the case. Their new role is in line with the Rome Statute and the ICC's Rules of Procedure and Evidence. These guarantee the victims a right to express their views and concerns through their counsels at an international tribunal with legal proceedings unique to domestic courts. Butuyan and Andres are two of only 5 counsels registered in the ICC. The two have been assisting the victims and their families in filing cases and seeking legal remedies against those behind the so-called war on drugs waged by Duterte. The chamber notes Butuyan and Andres' familiarity and understanding of the victim's situation. The court also confirms their eligibility as they have no record of inappropriate conduct and no conflict of interest in the case. The court has ruled that Duterte is fit to take part in the pretrial proceedings. Duterte's lead counsel, Nicholas Kaufman, said they will challenge this ruling. He accused the court of denying Duterte due process by not allowing his lawyers to submit evidence or contest its medical assessment. The start of the confirmation of charges hearing against Duterte is set on February 23. The Department of Justice issues subpoenas against Senator Jinggoy Estrada, former Public Works Secretary Manuel Bonoan, detained former Senator Revilla and others in relation to plunder cases over anomalous flood control projects. DOJ spokesperson Polo Martinez says subpoenas were sent separately to Estrada, Revilla, Bonoan, and their co-accused for the hearings set on February 2 and February 12. The cases are part of 3 plunder complaints filed by the National Bureau of Investigation that are pending before the DOJ. Estrada and Bonoan are co-respondents in one of the cases. Their co-respondents include the late Public Works Undersecretary Maria Catalina Cabral, former Public Works Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo, suspended National Capital Region District Engineer Gerard Opulencia, dismissed Bulacan 1st District Engineering Office Chief Henry Alcantara, and several John and Jane Does. However, Alcantara, Bernardo, and Opulencia have been admitted into the DOJ Witness Protection Program. Martinez said in a previous interview that the plunder case against Estrada and Bonoan stemmed from alleged anomalous flood control projects and transactions. He later clarified that the plunder case is not only for a single project or locality. As for the plunder case against Revilla, his co-respondents are Bernardo, Opulencia, Alcantara, and some John and Jane Does. Revilla is currently detained over graft and malversation charges before the Sandigan Bayan. The third plunder charge involves former Ako Bicol Representative Zaldico, whose whereabouts remain unknown. The case against Ko is already in the preliminary investigation stage. Aside from plunder, Estrada and Bonoan are also facing cases for violating the Anti-Graft Law, the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, direct bribery, and receiving gifts by public officers, and corruption of public officers. These are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.